this glorious day. I think we've got one more week of beautiful weather. Hopefully. I think we've got it till Friday. Hopefully. Hope everyone's well. Hope all is good. I'm gonna wait and see who catches this afternoon live before I dive deep. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. I just said I'm gonna wait for a little bit to see if you can catch this afternoon live. Currently have 2 people in here. Can't catch the names. Hope wherever you are, the weather is beautiful. I think this is the last week that the tomatoes that I've got currently growing can really take in that sun and do its thing. Otherwise I'm gonna have to cut them. I'm gonna have to take them off early and then let them ripen indoors, although I'd much prefer to leave them to ripen on the actual stems. So I'll hold off for another minute. If you can see the title, there's no words, there's just emojis of a lemon and a yellow heart. And as you can probably guess, this live's all about lemons and the power of them. They're actually superpower. Good afternoon, cuz. My cousin's on here. He's joined my live. Okay. So let's get into it. So I wanted to talk about lemon and just how powerful and cleansing, detoxifying they truly are. And we'll start off by just talking about, you know, growing up, or, you know, if you have the common cold or flu. Typically we will, well, from Caribbean background, we would have stuff like honey and lemon, or lemon and ginger teas and stuff like that, and we'd only pretty much take them when, you know, when we're feeling a little bit rough. And isn't it crazy that we know the true power of them, to actually take them during that period of time, but we never really associate having them outside of not feeling so good. But can you imagine the power, the true power that these lemons hold, and by consuming them on a regular basis? There's some studies done, and it said something, I think it was a study that was done on, or an experiment that was done on animals, and by giving I can't remember what animal it was or what animals they were, but by giving these animals lemon juice, they actually lived 3 weeks longer or something like that. And that was just for a period, like a period of time. But can you imagine just consuming them like on a regular basis, like this true power of just lemons alone? So yeah, just going back to it, so like in my background, like in my culture, we would have honey and lemon and ginger, because we know how cleansing it is, and how, you know, how much good it does for your whole system. can go one step further, even to clean. You know, cleaning with lemons is a powerhouse. It really pulls, it's very astringent. But to eat, I remember growing up, I used to be at my nan's house, and my cousin, he used to have lemon with sugar on there, and he introduced me to that. And that was probably one of my earliest memories of having lemons with sugar. Imagine that. But it tastes quite nice because it cuts the sourness of it. My auntie just said that the lemon's amazing. She drinks it on its own. And yeah, I'm just going to touch on that, like consuming lemons by themselves. For anyone that's interested in detoxing and they think that it's going to cost them an arm and a leg to cleanse and to buy all these fruits and all this sort of stuff, you can buy lemons pretty cheap. And yes, they may not be organic. Yes, we don't live in an ideal place to probably get an abundance of organic lemons at a good price, but you do what you do, you do what you can in your current situation. So for me, I buy lemons. Recently I've been buying a lot of lemons. Yesterday I brought 50 lemons for £10 now. That's probably a really good deal, but because I've got them even cheaper and I've got even more for less, I guess it doesn't seem like the greatest of deals. But if you're going to a shop, you'll probably get like 3 lemons for £1 or £1 plus. So I definitely know that I'm still getting a good deal. But you can buy them very cheap. And there's something called a master cleanse, which consists of lemon juice, maple syrup and cayenne pepper. And then what you do is, I can't remember the ratio, I've got it on my page, and what I'll do is I will share the post that I did on the master cleanse. It's something like, it's equal parts, so maybe it's like 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, and then you take 2 tablespoons of maple syrup, and then a dash of cayenne pepper. I never really went by that equation. I kind of just guessed it, and I got to a point where the lemon wasn't so sour for me because I got used to it, and I didn't need as much maple syrup either. But it's such a it's such a nice drink to consume. So then what you'd do is you'd have, let's say, the lemon juice, 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, 2 tablespoons of maple syrup, a dash of cayenne pepper. And even then, sorry, with the cayenne pepper, I wasn't even doing a dash, I would like tablespoon. Like, I can take quite a lot of cayenne pepper. I like the spice, I like the heat, and it does wonders as well. So basically what I would do is, sorry, let me go back to the formula. So the formula is, don't quote me, but I'm sure it's 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, 2 tablespoons of maple syrup, and a dash of cayenne pepper. And then you'd fill your glass with water. So ideally you want to go for the purest water. You want to go for distilled water. You'd want to go for reverse osmosis water. You know, then as you go further down, or whatever your belief is, you go to spring water, then you go to, you know, some like regular bottled water. And then I'd definitely say tap water would be at the bottom of the chain. But like I said, you do what you can. So then you drink that, and then basically the master cleanse is just consuming that, and that's all you drink for a period of time. You know, you go as long as you can go. Maybe you do it for a day, maybe you find it too hard, so you come off it. And then now that you know that in your program you've done 1 day, then you can step it up. Maybe you do 2 days, maybe you're stuck on doing 2 days for a while, but then over time you'd increase, and then you'd go to 3 days, and then so on and so on and so on. until you feel comfortable. And you know, it does wonders. You'll feel good, you feel clear. The cayenne pepper is gonna get that blood circulating. It's very detoxifying. It's gonna get things moving. It's gonna get that stagnant lymph moving. That's what the lemons do as well. And yeah, and as well, like I do enemas. I'm someone I'm an advocate of doing enemas. And you know, I know for me, I've said it many times before, when I first started doing enemas, well, before I started doing enemas, I had this big thing about, oh, I don't want to put anything up there and all this sort of stuff. But while I was on my juice fast, I thought, you know what, I've seen a lot of information about it. I thought, you know, I want to try this. I want to see what this does. I've seen so many benefits. I haven't seen any bad negative stuff. I haven't seen any bad reviews on enemas. So I thought, you know what, I'm someone that's going to just try it out. I'm going to try it out, you know, because I don't want to preach about something that I've never tried. So tried it out. Since I tried it out 3 years ago, I've not looked back, and now I'm a regular enema user. And enemas are just a game changer. Probably the best £10 I've ever spent. And you know, they last years, to be honest. If you just make sure you clean them good and you're good to go. But anyway, so I've done all sorts of enemas. I've done just water, distilled water enemas, and I always use warm water as well, warm to hot water, not boiling hot. But yeah, the distilled water enemas. I've done herbal enemas, and then I've done lemon enemas, and then I've done lemon and baking soda enemas. And hands down, lemon enemas are powerful, extremely powerful. Highly recommended. I wouldn't recommend it to anyone that's just started out on their enema journey. I'd definitely say take it slow, take it easy. Start off by doing water first, build your way up. As you start getting used to different herbs and you're doing a little bit of research, then what you do is you'll steep your herbs overnight, making like a structured water, herbal structure. Then you would sieve it, make sure there's no bits in there. You put that in your enema bag. You might want to heat it up because it's going to get cooler overnight. Then try that, and then you move up the ladder. But lemon enemas, they are powerful, and you will definitely see some stuff that you've never seen before coming out when you do those. Not that you probably want to know that right now, but honestly, powerful, and a game changer. So lemon enemas, I've talked about the master cleanse, I've talked about your clean move lemons, and they just have this pulling, astringent, deep cleaning aspect to them. So from maybe the last few days, I've been juicing lemons. I've been having a lot of lemon juice, and you know, I've been mixing it with some water, not very much. So I'll tell you at the level that I'm at right now. So I've juiced, yesterday I juiced my lemons. I juiced 50 lemons. I got 3 litres, pretty much bang on 3 litres of pure lemon juice. And this is just pure lemon. There's nothing else in there. No cayenne pepper, which, although that might be a good shout to add. There's no cayenne pepper, there's no sweetener in there. It's just pure lemon juice. And you're probably thinking it's super sour, like it must be so sour. You get used to it after a while. Like, I'm not gulping it down, but like I'm drinking it, and it's not like how I first initially had lemon juice. So you build up a tolerance to it, your body starts to get accustomed to it, your body starts getting used to it, your body's liking the cleansing of it. And trust me, if you've done a lemon enema before and you know how pulling it is, imagine drinking that straight. And by not diluting it, it gives less work for your kidneys to filter. So having it pure is good. You'll probably see online people saying that it's not good for you, it's going to strip your teeth. You can drink the lemon juice with a straw so that it's not really touching your teeth. I've not had any problems by just consuming it how it is right now. And it's probably one of the cheapest. The Master Cleanse is probably one of the cheapest detox protocols that you could probably go on. Although dry fasting, obviously dry fasting in its name and in its nature, you're consuming nothing, so that will probably be the cheapest. But for longevity and to get things moving, lemon juice is the way to go. So this, I've had 1 litre yesterday, I've had 1 litre today, and then I've got 1 more litre here to drink. I'm in two minds whether to continue, because I've never actually done just pure lemon juice before, so this is something new for me. But I feel good, things are moving. I guess I incorporate a bit of dry fasting with that at the same time as well. So I'm gonna see how I feel. I might end up going back home to the shop to get some more lemons if I feel called to continue, which I probably will. I'll probably do 1 more day and then start eating again. So I haven't eaten for, this is day 2. Sometimes I forget because it's so easy and normal for me just to be dry. I've worked out this morning. I have had cacao this morning as well, so I make a homemade cacao, raw cacao, with my homemade coconut and stevia milk, which is just I use organic raw coconut chips. I mix that in with, I blend it up with distilled water and stevia. Stevia is a natural plant which is 5 times sweeter than sugar and doesn't have those bad, it doesn't spike your blood. It does nothing like sugar, basically, if that makes any sense. Like, it does no harm to you. Like, it does nothing at all. Imagine that, something so sweet and it has no backlash. And don't be confused, because the stevia that you might see in shops, I think it's like the white granulated stuff. Now, I don't touch that because obviously it's been stripped and it's, I don't know, I don't even know if it's stevia. I don't know what the laws are, I don't know what regulations there are about that. But if you're gonna buy stevia, I would suggest looking online. It's a green powder, so look for stevia powder. It should be green. That's all that should be in there. And what I do is I add 2 tablespoons of that in my milk, and it's beautiful. And sometimes I add some spices in there, some what do I add in there? Cardamom, some ginger, cinnamon. It's really nice. That's what I'm trying to say, it's really nice. So yeah, so I'm just drinking lemons at the moment. What else was I going to talk about? Lemons. So yeah, lemons, juicing lemons. Even if you don't have a juicer, squeeze the lemons. Even if you don't have, even if you can't squeeze, and you know you don't have good strength to squeeze, or you can't be bothered, you can get those what are they called? Can't remember what they're called. If anyone's in the chat, could you put it down? What's that thing where you just like, it's you put the lemon on there, you cut it in half, and then you twist. Can't remember what it's called. I'm sure you know what it is, whoever's watching this video. But you can get one of those, very cheap and cheerful. So yeah, there's many different ways, and you know, some people drink lemon water throughout the day. It's very, very, very cleansing. You know, the only reason why I could probably get away with drinking something like this is because my body's adapted over time, and you know, I don't really everything's gradual, everything's a stepping stone. Yes, there are some people that jump straight into things, and there's some people that don't, and I think you just got to work with you. Don't look at the next person and think, oh, I'm trying to do that, or I'm trying to be like them, or because they did it. Yes, it's good to have inspiration, it's good to see where people are, but everyone's at a different point in their life. Everyone has a journey, everyone's got a story, and do you just do you. You find the information, you see the information, whatever resonates with you, you know, you can go down that road. If you come across something and you're not too sure, I would definitely say, you know, you want to do your research on everything I say, everything that I talk about. Do your research on it. Don't believe everything I say. This is just my experience. This is my life experience, you know. And then yeah, hopefully that inspires you to create your own life experience. What resonates with you, the things that I share might resonate with you, but I'd still say do some research. You know, there's nothing better than doing your own research and just getting your own experience from the things that you do. So yeah, I would say do you. So yeah, 1 liter of lemon juice in my nice glass bottle I got as a birthday gift from my mother. And yeah, so I'll be drinking lemon juice for the rest of the day, and then I'll have a cacao at night. And then tomorrow I'm probably going to do lemon again, so I'll do 3 days lemon juice. But I feel good. I feel really good for it. And my belly was just like gurgling all night. It didn't keep me awake or anything like that, but it's definitely does some stuff. And then as well, I'm taking my herbs, the parasite capsules, at the same time, and I'm taking some nettle seed capsules as well. I kind of just flow. I kind of just go with the motion, go with the flow of however I'm feeling. I think that's probably it about lemons. So yeah, I will share on my story the lemon, the master cleanse, which is lemon, maple syrup and cayenne pepper. Probably one of the cheapest, most powerful detoxes that you could probably do. And if you don't see the story, then maybe leave a comment underneath, and then I will send you the post. So this is going to be shared on my YouTube channel as well. So if you're watching it on YouTube, put a comment underneath, and then I will share that. I will send a message to you. Is there anything else I need to touch on a lemon? I think that's it. So I mentioned before, sorry, that I've done lemon and baking soda enemas. It causes a chemical reaction, so it starts to fizz and bubble up. But that's also one way. If you have a blocked drain, you know, you can also put pure lemon juice down the sink, and then you pour some baking soda in there, and then I normally put boiling water down, and then you see it just like bubbling up, everything just fizzes out, and you have a toxic free, chemical free drain cleaner. Imagine that, cheap and cheerful. You don't need to buy these expensive toxic chemicals. And don't get me wrong, I used to do it, like I've done it, I brought them, but when you know better, I'm an advocate of you do better. So that's that. I think that's all on the lemon topic for today. If anything comes back to mind, I'll probably write a little note, and then I'll probably do another whole story, not a story, but a whole nother live. And yeah, I think I'm gonna love and leave you all, whoever managed to join. I see a few people on here. Thank you for joining me on my travels to work. Of course, I'm going to do a community walk. And yeah, enjoy the rest of your day, and then I'll probably jump on and do another live someday this week. But until then, stay safe, be good, be kind to yourself, and give yourself compassion, and give yourself love. Give yourself space, give yourself time, be accountable and respectful, and that's it. That's all I got. But yeah, enjoy the rest of your week, people, and I'll catch you later. Oh, I'm gonna do a whole description of this life, but I have to just share it, otherwise it will go. So I'm just gonna post it, I'm gonna save it, I'm gonna post it. Until next time, I'll catch you later.